Hello guys and welcome to episode 38 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign with the Iceni tribe. Today, just wanted to start off with a quick note. I'm sorry I haven't been keeping up with the content recently. I hope to get back on track for one video a day of Rome Total War. Plus, the war game content will be coming out very soon, hopefully. And I will be adding in the games that I was previously playing along the way. Maybe another Rome 2 campaign at some point. That's what I'm looking forward to doing, and I need to get on top of my uni work so that that can happen, and once I do, all should be dandy. But for now, let's get on with our current campaign and use this army, the noble stags, to attack the last Roman army in our province. So selected them there, and I think we can pretty much go ahead and just attack them straight away. They're going to obviously retreat, and we can just hit them again. Now they're Romans. This is their last army. I'm going to fight it on the battle map, even though it's going to be a complete stomp. Just to start off the episode, I really wanted to ride them down with my veteran riders and just obliterate them, maybe with my ballistas as well. So let's wait for the conditions to be nice and dry so we can see what's going on. There we go. Get all the ballistas to the middle, and we'll get all of the riders on the left with my general. Start the battle. My ballistas can fire straight away, and that they will. Now I'm playing this game on the new DLC. We got the nomadic DLC came out as I'm playing this game, and yeah, I haven't actually bought it myself yet, but I look forward to, and maybe I'll play another campaign with that. Target these ballistas, because it looks like they're all trying to fire at these velites at the moment, and there's only like a few of them. That's why all the rocks were landing in front of the men. There we go. Let's just charge towards them. Right, cavalry forwards. Can destroy them. Get some explosive rounds on them. Ooh, direct hit there with the explosive shot. Stop these guys firing. Break off our men here. Charge down their cavalry.
Chosen spears! Spears! Kill!
Ah, somehow they managed to get some cavalry behind me. I don't think I'll have to worry about that too much. They did just charge some of my sword band though. That's going to hurt a little bit. They're going to kill a few men there. This isn't going to matter though, as we just absolutely annihilate the rest of their men. There you go, just charged into the back of some of their mercenaries. Yeah, most of them are running away. All their horses are dying. And there goes their general. A few men left. Maybe he'll die with honor. Nope. Gonna run. But we're going to end the battle there. Decisive victory. It's going to kill the army because they've already retreated once. We lost 11 men and killed all 425 of theirs. They had 4 men remaining at the end of that battle.
Is there nothing else?
Betutus has increased in rank, and Rome has been destroyed. They are gone from this world. We're going to make this guy into a general. Bravo. Okay, good job.
Ready for orders.
Now, I've got to get him back down south possibly. Or maybe not, because these guys seem perfectly content. What I might do is send him to Neapolis to control the public order.
Call this a garrison?
And then what I'll
I
do
don't care how
is
tired
take the
you
public
are.
edict off this, which is the Bread and Games edict currently, and I can use it over here, where I've just taken over this province of Carthaginensis. There we go. I can add the Bread and Games edict here, and that'll help out a lot with sorting out this -19 public order currently. Next turn also we'll get rid of all this unconverted buildings, but we do have more to do this turn. Let's not forget about the armies up here.
Ready for
We
battle.
can continue to move forward as the Druidic nobles, however I will wait until the Burning Men can move
I
again.
live to serve for the tribe.
And yeah, it looks like all that's going to have to actually be done next turn, not this turn. I'm sorry. The Druids, they're all fine. Just quickly go through the Forces tab.
Deep
So Adbugio, you need to be set to Administration. Thank you very much.
How may I be of assistance?
Every other one is. The Iron Winds, they have a job to do. Get over to Isle to help the army approaching there, which is there. Lots to do next turn.
I live to
Not sure if we're
serve
going to
the
get it all
people
done.
of Britain.
Dingus is fine.
Orders.
Braucus's Vanquishers will be able to move out very soon, I would believe. Kalormaster's hut there.
Thirsty for battle.
Let's see if I can move him out of Caranus.
Gathering
No,
supplies.
still it goes to -3. Not quite.
Warriors all.
Spear Runners and Children of
Warriors
Brutus,
all.
and these armies
I
are all the
live
ones
to
in
serve the people of Britain.
Britain. Okay. So what we can think about doing is upgrading these lands with the extra money we have left. I think I've pretty much got most of it under control. Does that add any? Nope, that only adds food. That's good. Everything else is paid for, I believe. This needs converting and we just use the money on something else. So let's stop that other thing in Caranus and convert the fisherman's port here. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and end turn. Okay, my men are in forced march stance currently. They got ambushed by these armies of the enemy. Fortunately for me, I only have to deal with one of these armies. What I'm concerned about though is that I'm obviously ambushed. I'm going to fight this on the battlefield because that's all I can really do. And let's see how well it goes.
Your enemies have ambushed you. As you have been taken by surprise, there will not be time to move your army until the fighting starts. Also, be aware that the enemy may attack from both sides of the road, so
Oh,
you
no.
may need to defend in two directions.
Yep, I get it. Look at all these ballistas. Right, let's get them set up. I paused it so I can just set this all up. Luckily, all my missile units are at the back and not going to be affected by the original attack, which is nice. We can get the riders to therefore charge their ballistas, and all my infantry is stacked up at the front, which is good. I'm going to get my general. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to get one of my veteran riders over to the left to take out the Britain Slingers. The rest of my army can turn to the right and line up here while my general gets behind them, just in case. Right, let's unpause it.
Simultaneously.
And yeah, we're very, very well prepared now. Not really much they're going to catch me out with here, I don't think. Unless they manage to hit some of my men with those explosive shots. Alright, let's give these men some attack orders. The general unit. They're charging towards my veteran riders, which are taking out their ballistas. I'm going to have to run my horsemen away once they kill those Briton ballistas. Okay, run away, men.
Chosen spears! Orders ready!
These are all spearmen, so they can deal with them fine. We need to keep my veteran riders advancing on the slingers, and I need to keep my veteran riders out of
The battle is turning in our favor.
the skirmish with those spearmen on the right.
Spearmen!
Chosen swords!
We haven't lost too many men.
Heroic noble! Orders! Ready! Veteran rider! Heroic noble!
But a couple of units have been hit quite hard.
Ready!
Veteran riders!
The enemy general is dead.
Stands ready! Stop! Orders!
I charged into the front of a Levy Freeman unit, which I thought was a lot more like depleted than it actually was. But hopefully it won't matter because they're Levy Freemen and they're not that great. Yeah, they just ran away anyway. I think that's because their entire army is pretty much routed at the moment. They have a few missile units left which are being a pain in the ass, but other than that, we're all good. Charging into them here. And they're all gone.
Warriors!
And we win the battle. So that was an ambush. The first time I've been ambushed. It was quite cool, that little cinematic thing that had happened at the beginning. But we won decisively anyway. And we got 2 achievements for it.
Is there nothing else?
Okay. Forces have found a concealed foreign agent. Surprise, surprise, an assassination attempt and another one. Both of them failed. And an alliance force between Bithynia and Seleucids. We got faction destroyed, Sparta. There go the Spartans. And Juba attempted a subversion on our army. We got an increase in rank. And our mission failed. The noble stags. Defeat the noble stags in battle. Okay, well we couldn't really do that, I don't think anyway. So I'm not surprised that we didn't manage to pull it off. Make him into dignitary. Get everyone upgraded. This guy can become an infantry commander, I should think. Yep. We're going to change him to a normal stance, so what happened last time doesn't happen again.
Hail to the mother!
Now we can move
How
up
can I
these
help?
armies into range of Eberacon.
I would walk to the other world for my tribe. Starting out.
We can think about taking back some of our
Finding
land.
shelter for the tribe.
We can actually hit Eberacon this
The way
turn.
is blocked.
Beautiful. Let's slaughter them, shall we? I think should have this battle pretty much won. We have 4 units of Briton ballistas, and they have a few chosen units. Not enough though to make a difference. So let's go ahead and assault this on the battle map and take back the first city of the Briton Tribal Council that took it over. So it's raining. Gonna do us any favors, so let's just keep it dry. get our ballistas, all 4 units of them, up to a place which is useful. I'm not sure where this 1 unit of Britain ballistas comes from. I think it might just be something that he gets for free for sieges. But it's literally 1 ballista in that unit. And it has 4 men. Okay. So let's get the chosen sword band and spear band up to the front here. The veteran riders, slingers, and of course the general. Right, let's start the battle. Get these ballistas firing away as soon as they can. Gotta really find some targets first though. Which looks like they're gonna be in the middle here.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
And we're gonna go with some explosive rounds. Oh my lord. That landed right in the middle of his heroic riders and didn't actually kill very many of them, but they have a hell of a barrage coming in. That's going to start to do some serious damage. This is the general unit right here, which is being affected by all this artillery shelling. We got another entire army coming in. I'm not sure where that's from, because unless the armies that I moved up from Wales were in range to reinforce the settlement, which could possibly be the case. We managed to destroy a ballista there. Not intentionally, I don't think, because I was targeting the heroic riders, but there we go. Let's try and kill off their ballistas before they kill off ours. So 1 left. And that should get taken out by the next volley. There you go. They've got no more ballistas left.
Ready to rain down death.
So this unit at the front here was now going to take a full barrage of ballista fire. And we're going to set them all to explosive rounds once again. And we're going to start moving my men up.
Chosen sword! Battle ready and eager! Riders ready!
Riders up.
Scrappers ready!
Get the slingers up. May as well start moving this army over here as well. Not that I'm gonna need it.
Ballista!
Let's be honest, with the amount of ballistas I have, there's gonna be no need for anything. Well, this is a nice juicy clump to fire at, I think. So tell a unit of ballistas to fire over there. Get these men running, speed things up a bit. Continue to let the ballistas do their jobs. A few men on horse here, the Britain Scout Riders, and then some other units, the farmers. Going to take heavy hits from the artillery. Oh, those 4 shells landing right in the middle of all those men.
Chosen swords!
Chosen spears! Chosen swords!
And we're going to get the rest of the units to pile into the gap over here. Another nice shot straight into the middle of a few units. Shells going everywhere.
Ballista!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Well, that was pretty much just in time because as my men are going to hit the front lines, I'm going to stop them firing anyway. They don't make any friendly fire.
Ready for battle! Ballista!
Tell them to aim at these missile units at the back. Should
Our
come in
hidden
handy.
units have been discovered.
Okay. Engaging them here. It's going to erupt into one big fight.
Chosen
We've
swords!
already hit them at this gap here. It looks
One of our
like a
units
lot
has
of the
used all
units
its
are
ammunition.
already running away. Fortunately, the game does seem to be lagging out a little bit.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Well, to me, the game feels fine. Like moving around the camera and that lot is perfectly fine. It's just like the actual game itself, as in the movement of the units, is lagging. I have no idea. I haven't seen it this bad before. Maybe a new thing with a new patch. Bravo. Never mind. This should continue for a while, this melee, unless we get some flanking units in there, which I plan on doing very much. So let's run round these veteran riders to this gap here. We can charge them right through here and hit them in the back. That is the plan, at least. Now these men, well, I'm actually going to charge them towards the middle of the settlement, and I'll let the cavalry deal with the missile units that are harassing. Probably the best way to deal with it.
Ancestors honor us! Move it!
All the cavalry through that gap. Charge these slingers, because they're very vulnerable units. Should destroy them pretty quickly. And from that position we can charge into the back of this melee with Frenzied Charge. That's Wow's keeping it. Here we go, Frenzied Charge. And that entire chunk of the army is probably going to rout after being flanked like that. All these farmers are dying and so on. And riders over here are still attacking the units that are trying to come back to the battle. But that is pretty much it there. Carving up these units as they try and run away. This is Britain on Britain action with a good old civil war. Okay, with the general routing, that should pretty much send his entire army running in the opposite direction. So there we go. Victory is ours. We're going to end the battle. Decisive victory. We lost 76 men. They lost 2,113. Blimey, what a battle. Eberlaken is ours. We're not going to sack our own lands, we're just going to occupy it. And the military traditions of the Swords of Power has increased. So with Eberlaken back under our control, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this reservoir to a horse pens to start. And then I can upgrade this to something, possibly. The reason I'm doing this with the horse pens is so I can actually recruit horsemen in Britain, because at the moment I can't. Not that I'll need to in the future once I deal with the civil war, but just in case another civil war erupts, I can make a more balanced army that'll be more effective against a civil war. Let's go with some unrelenting force. It looks like the Burning Men were in range, and those were the guys who reinforced me.
Warriors all.
Okay, so Eberlaken under our control. We have the Woad Warriors here. Seem to be now behind enemy lines. The rest of their armies have stacked up near Ildon, and they still haven't taken Eblana. So So now they're pretty much quite far away from Muradunan. I might take this army out of Muradunan and head them towards Eblana, where I can then use them to attack the champions of Albion. This general can stand in the settlement to help with the public order, but I'm probably going to disband him at some point because I no longer need him. In Kartadash, the happiness is at 16. We can create commons here. I'm probably going to go with 2 commons, and we'll create one into a chieftain's hold and one into a tavern. Or we could go with an artisan's lodging and get some money out of the province. I think considering the happiness is already quite high, I might... Actually, let's see how much of that is affected by military presence first. Only 10. So it's still +6 if I took all my armies out of the area, which is what I'm going to have to do this turn. So I'm going to go with an artisan's lodging and get some money out of this place. I'm going to convert this port, and we can upgrade the fortified city. Right. So we can get the men out of Ars, and a few people have been asking that I could upgrade the levy freemen in this army, and why not? So let's start disbanding some of these guys, and we can move them towards Kartuba,
Gathering supplies.
and on the way they can pick up some swordband.
Journey completed.
There we go. And once they get towards Kartuba, in the next turn they can... Actually, I might head them towards Ebora, and there I can get the chosen swordband and chosen spearband, which are the more elite units.
How can I help?
Same with this army, actually. This is also full of levy freemen, but I want them to head into Africa, so I'm not going to have time to change their forces. What I might do is take Isle with this army, and then I will bring the men over. By then, hopefully, thing is, we'll have some kind of way of recruiting some decent men. However, I'm not sure how likely that's going to be. Gonna not build a sacred enclosure here. I might leave it for an artisan's lodging. Can stop the build of the barbarian city for now and create an artisan's lodging here instead, which I can upgrade to allow me to make spearband and swordband, so that I can then upgrade this army from levy freemen, which is really what's causing it a lot of trouble in the battles. But it hasn't been too bad. Fortunately, that has been my time for this episode. So next time, what we can do is possibly end the turn and get these armies near Eberakan up to attack Ildon. Or what will happen is we will attack Isle with this army here, the Consorts of Morrigan, and bring over the army from Kartadash, the Will of Andrasta, and the Woad Warriors will head over towards Ebora to get some more elite men for when I move them on from their current objective. Thing is already happy, which is nice, probably being helped out by the Druidess converting the culture here. Although that's not going to start happening until I get rid of all the enemy agents, which there must be some, because currently still at 100% after the Druid being in the province for one turn. But yeah, like I said, that's going to have to be it for me today, unfortunately. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.